Hey guys, Splicewave here, and I'm back with another Playing PlayStation Home video, and since it's a new year, it is now called Playing PlayStation Home in 2022, so let's get straight into the video. So as of making this video, the next PlayStation Home offline update, which is 3.09, has just been released, and in this video, I'm going to be showing you some of the new content and changes in this update, so let's get into it. The first space I want to show you is this one here, which is called Harry Potter, Pottermore Ravenclaw Common Room. And the reason for it is because there's an issue with it right now, and I'm not entirely sure why it's like this, but for whatever reason, this blue carpet here, it's not solid, and if you walk onto it, you will just fall through the floor for some reason. But there is a workaround to this, which I'll show you. So what you want to do is, when you load into this space, get your character's feet onto this yellow line, and then simply, if you're on PS3, plug in a keyboard. If you're on RPCS3, just use your keyboard. And then press F6, and it will disable collision. And now you can just walk anywhere and everywhere. And also, you can sit on the seats even with the collision off, which is good. And if you want to turn collision back on, this circle in the middle is solid. So if we press F5, it's solid again. You can now walk into the chairs. But if you go on the blue carpet, even from this side, you'll just fall straight through it. It's a nice space, but it's kind of ruined by the carpet not being solid, but it's still worth me including in this update. So with that said, let's move on to another space, which is another Harry Potter space. And here we are at Pottermore Wizard Chess Space. Unfortunately, it does not have the chess minigame, which is in the middle here, which is a shame. But what I like about this space, and probably why I included it, is just the lighting in different areas. Like this middle bit, it's all glowed up. But over here, it's really, really dark. You can definitely get some good photos out of this space, which is, like I said, one of the reasons I included in this update. Anyways, let's move on to another space added in this update, which is a personal space. And here we are at the Moonlight personal space. This, as you can probably tell, is a Japan themed space, which is also probably my favourite space added in this update, and not just because it's an apartment. What I like most about this space is just the calm music it plays in the background. And this just has so many rooms you can decorate to your liking. You can make every kind of room in this place. This is a lot. But still, it's a very nice space to have, and this is why it's my favourite space in this update. I just love the scenery as well, like the tree in the middle, and where you spawned in, there's a bit of an outside bit as well. So it has just about everything you'd want, I'd say. Anyways, let's move on to a space that has a new mini-game in it. So here we are, aboard the Roco MuiMui ship. In one of the previous updates, the local reverse minigame over there, it was already working, so I won't go over that again. But the other thing that now works here is the binoculars at the front of the ship, which are up here. And that works, so I'll show you. And also, if you've noticed those little yellow things, I don't actually know their name, but they work now. Anyways, these binoculars over here now work, so let's give them a try. I didn't even know that you could view the playland originally. As you can see, they never finished it. If you view Loco Island, you can get loads of camera angles. You can get up here, which, you know, you ain't gonna see from binoculars. Or this. Or this. It was very nice to have. So now that I've shown you those working, let's move on to another new space. And here we are at the Nether Institute Evil Academy. What I like about this space is that it also has music, but only when you spawn in, which is at the end of the two ends of this map. It's a very weirdly designed map. It sort of reminds me of Indie Park in a way. And you can tell this is a space that is supposed to have mini-games, which unfortunately we don't have. But I think one day eventually we'll get mini-games for this map, because that would definitely bring the space to life again. Anyways, let's move on to another map, which now has a working minigame. So here we are at Irem Seaside, and I just want to clarify right off the bat that this is not the same space as the new Irem space in this update named Irem Seaside New Year, which I'll show you. So it's not the same as this. This is just the regular version, and the minigame for this does not work in that space, and it does in this, but regardless, let's continue. So the minigame that works in now is, well, first the dolphins jump out of the water, but the minigame that's actually interactive, which is the reason I added it to the minigames category, there's the dolphins, is the treasure hunt, which if you go underwater, you'll see it. And also, we'll have limited air, and what you need to look for is these sort of like sparkles of shining. You see? See that over there? You need to look for them. Just like that. Also, make sure you don't drown. And there it is. I don't think you actually get the rewards, but it's still nice because there's multiple like spots they can be in under the water, so it's not always just going to be there, which I quite like. And while we're still here, there's something I want to show you, which you may have noticed I've turned on this video that I didn't before. And that's the PS Home Plus icon at the end of my name, as you can see, as well as the PS Plus exclusive pop-up colour. And I've pretty much just gave away that you can now finally add or remove the PS Plus icon to your name, as well as have the choice of those exclusive PS Plus pop-up colours for your name in PS Home. And in case you've forgotten how to do that, what you do is you go to Options, Display, and then if you want to change your pop-up colour, you know, for example, you can go here now. But for me, I like that colour, suits my mech jet, and then go to Labels. And then down here, you can turn it. It will be off by default, but you can turn it on if you want. So now that I've shown you this, I think that's enough new spaces I've shown you in this video. There are a few more spaces in this update, which I haven't shown you, but I will let you explore those on your own. And if you want to find out everything that has been added in this update, or changed in this update, you can check the video description where I'm going to put the patch notes for this update. And the last thing I want to show you is what's changed with RPCS3 and why I suggest re-downloading the entire build again if you play on RPCS3 due to these changes, which are part of the base build, but not the update you can add to your current base build, if that makes any sense. But what has changed is that now RPCS3 will automatically update when you open it up, and the reason I did this is to avoid any confusion, because in my original tutorial for how to play PlayStation Home on PC, I said do not update, but circumstances have changed and it's now safe to do so, so I thought to enable this just to avoid any confusion. And the other thing that's finally been fixed, and I know a lot of you are going to be happy about this, is that you may have remembered in my 3.07 showcase video, I couldn't double click this to start up PS Home. Well, now it works. You just double click and it boots up. Very simple. Anyways guys, that brings us to the end of the video and I hope you all enjoyed. And something I want to note is that because of what I had to do to get that double click in PS Home to boot on RPCS3 to work again, I will be remaking my how to change your name in PlayStation Home offline video, so stay tuned for that. But with that said, take care and peace.